Okay, hi everyone. So my name is Martin Wiener. I'm a AAAS fellow at NSF. Joining me is Brandon Martin, also a fellow at DoD, and we're excited to tell you a bit about NeuroPolicy, the affinity group that we've been working on for the past year, and some of the events that we've been up to. Up here are a couple pictures from some of our events, but we're going to get Brian talking about some of the things that we've been doing.
Yeah, so who are we? So NeuroPolicy is an affinity group interested in topics at the intersection of neuroscience and policy. So we have events that include interesting areas of research with public relevance in like health, society, and defense, like DARPA's memory restoration programs, or in areas of policy with neuroscience relevance, like funding, public perception, or ethics, like marijuana use.
So we have a wide mailing list. We have 289 members. This includes fellows, local universities, as well as government agencies. Below, there's the obligatory word cloud, which shows lists of people and like kind of their affiliations for people who have come to our events. So we reach a very wide group. In the events that we've done in the first year, we've also reached out to a diverse group. This includes university professors working on topics such as computer vision and also the intersection of video games and neuroscience, as well as the heads of funding agencies, so say groups at DARPA and also at NIDA talking about drug research. And sort of at the very end in March, we hosted an event at AAAS for Brain Awareness Week. This was done in conjunction with graduate students at Georgetown, along with Society for Neuroscience. And we had 3 panelists, each giving TED-style talks about the research that they were up to.
Yeah, and then to wrap up the second half of the year, we had 4 more presentations by some people who run a green neuroscience lab. They're working on carbon neutral computational only neuroscience. We had someone come from the Department of Education to talk about how they are integrating neuroscience into their education recommendations for teachers. We had Matt Bailey come from the National Association for Biomedical Research to talk about the animal rights impact on neuroscience. And then also to finish it off, we had Monica Bosco come from OSTP and tell us how OSTP is helping to coordinate White House initiatives. And so the stuff that we discuss is stuff that's rising from recent trends. As I just mentioned, animal rights versus animal research. We had a green neuroscience, people come from a green neuroscience lab, and I'm already way behind. So why don't you go ahead and we'll talk about it later.
Okay. So the general thing we want to say is, again, why should you come? We reach a wide audience, but also our discussions go beyond just neuroscience. That's just the vehicle we use to have these discussions. A really great advantage here is that because we reach such a wide group, it's a fantastic opportunity to network. Many, many people come, and Brandon's going to talk about some of the events we have in the future.
Yeah, so we have someone coming from the Presidential Commission for the Study of Bioethical Issues. They just released a report called Gray Matters about neuroscience ethics. We have someone coming from the 21st Century Cures Act, which just passed the House. We're going to talk about that. And then someone from IARPA, which is DARPA's cousin, intelligence community cousin. We'd like to say a big thank you to Heather Dean, who started this affinity group 3 years ago, and the previous leaders, Tom Cheever, Lori, and Dorothy, and a big thanks to Kristen for helping us with all our events. And one last thing, join our network, join our Twitter feed, come talk to the 2 Martins about getting on our email list, and join us in our events. Thanks. Thank you.